going to be showing you some hairstyles that just take a few minutes. So you could do it for school, or you could do it just when you're going out shopping or when you're on a date or something. So these just take just 2 seconds. I don't use too many products. I don't use hairspray or anything like that. If you have a problem with flyaways though, you can try, what is it called? Frizzies. Frizzies is just the spray. You just spray like 1, 2, 3 and you have no flyaways. It's brilliant. So the only thing that I would say to get is something like this, which is a really nice comb. And you can get these, you get a pack of 4 with all these different kind of combs in Dunnes for €4, so it's like €1 each. Or you can buy these for like $1.99 in like pharmacies and stuff. And I really, really love it because it's a comb, so it's really easy to use, but it also has this so you can add height and stuff. So the first look that we're going to do is actually going to be a frontal one. I'm going to show you some things in the back, but this is just one to do at the front. You can take something like this, like a really thick one, or you can take a thinner one. I'm just going to take the thin one right here. So I'm going to bring everything to one side. If you don't like to show your ears too much, then you can just kind of cover your ears with it. It's a very relaxed style. Okay, now I have lots of layers, like as you can tell, like my layers are just falling all over the place. So what I do is once I've tied it like this, because I'm bringing it to a side ponytail here, once I've brought it over here, see how I have all these short hairs flicking out? I bring all the longer hairs out. So you just kind of push those ones in and bring these to the surface. And it makes your hair look really, really long because it's just this one solid piece of hair. You can just add something like maybe one of these. These are really cute. And they're just like little hair ties or like a little flower like this. I have some bows here as well. And it's just to make it kind of different and kind of funky. Next up we're going to do is we're going to kind of do a fake bob. Now this helps if you've got layers up here, because you see how my layers stop there, so that's going to be the hair that I'm going to use in the bob, and everything that's underneath here is going to be tucked away. So what we're going to do is we're going to gather as much hair as we can at the top that's going to be short. So see that long bit right there? We're going to get rid of that. So you want to go and tuck underneath and make sure you get rid of anything that's too long. So you want it to keep it quite the same length. So nothing that's going to be too long. So I'm just going to twist this up and put this on top of my head for a second. Like that. I'm going to go through it to make sure that there's no short bits. I'm going to take a really small hair tie because you really don't want this to be seen, so it's going to be that big. Super small hair tie. You're going to tie the hair, but it's going to be quite loose. You're not going to be tying it really, really tight. Bring it down. So you have this here. So from the front, this is going to be the bits that are just going to fill in the side. So just loosen that a bit. Now you can either fold this up like that, or you can roll it up, depending on how long your hair is. My hair is pretty long, so I'm going to have to roll it. Just try and do this as neatly as you can. Tuck it in. And you're going to put some ties in here, some bobby pins. You're going to slide it across like that. Now depending on like the way that your hair falls, and depending on how much hair that you're tucking in, that depends on how many bobby pins you're going to need. Just make sure the bobby pins aren't completely sticking out here, but it's okay if they're kind of showing because you're not really going to be able to see them because the hair is going to fall over it. Now we're going to take down the top part. We're just going to let it hang. Some long bits right there. You do still have some long bits left over. Just take hold of them and shake the hair so you're getting all the short bits. And either way that you're going to do this, you're going to take these underneath and you're going to tuck them under there with bobby pins. So I just need more bobby pins. It's like that bit under there. Tuck that in. And across. And you can just play with it to kind of fix it up a bit. That's pretty much just a fake bob, and it's really easy to do. And if you're like me and you hate cutting your hair, because I hate cutting my hair, but I like to have a bob every now and again, and it's just super great. So when I go and get my hair cut, I always make sure that I ask them to bring my layers up quite short so that I can do these kind of looks. If you're having a real problem with trying to get your hair to be twisted up and to look shorter, what you can do is you can curl it, because automatically when you curl your hair loses a couple of inches because it like bounces upwards. And it's a great way because you can tuck more things underneath when your hair is that little bit more volumized and curly. So the next look we're going to do is I'm going to zoom out for you guys. We're going to do kind of an up style, and it's just a really simple thing, and I do this pretty much if I'm really lazy, or if I just don't have time to do anything else. And I have volume at my roots, so that's the main thing. The look just needs a lot of volume on the roots. So when you're drying it, dry it upside down, dry it over this side, dry it over that side, and dry it upside down as well, just to try and get as much volume into the roots as you can. And then we're going to make sure that we take everything underneath, the sides, and you're going to keep the underneath part and the side really, really tight. So you want to get them really, really smooth. This is just going to emphasize the height that's going to be on the top. This is great if you don't have time to like wash your hair properly, or you're having a bad hair day. You can just do this really quick. Keep those sides really tight. You can use hairspray or hair gel to keep them really, really tight. We're going to keep the bobble, the ponytail quite high. So you're going to take your hair tie or your bobble. You're just going to wrap it around once. Then you're just going to hold it. And then you're going to do this. You're going to slightly bring that up. Slightly bring that up. And then you just want to use your hands to kind of sculpt it. This is more one that you're going to have to play with all day long, because it's going to slip a lot. Unless you use some hairspray. And then we're going to tease it out a little bit. I'm not going to back comb it to do it. I'm just going to use this back of this tool. You can use a pen for this even. And what you're going to do is you're just going to slightly bring it upwards. And you're going to tie it completely. At the back, what you want to do is you want to take the underneath part here, like that, and you want to really tighten it. And that is going to, you can tease the top of it again just by sticking your pen or this in, and just bring it up again. And you can keep doing this until you get the height that you want. And it adds this kind of poof to the top, and it looks so cute, and it's so simple to do. And there you go. It's really simple. If you want to, you can just pull them through as well. Just remember to always tighten. As soon as you loosen up here, you want to tighten the side and underneath. There you go. I call this kind of the rock style girl look, because whenever I'm kind of feeling in that kind of mood, this is what I do with my hair. So for the next look, we're going to take our bangs down again. So you don't have to have bangs. I mean, I just have bangs because I kind of need them. And all you're going to need for this look is just some bobby pins. So either 2 to 4 bobby pins. I'm just going to use 2. And what you're going to do is you're going to follow your natural shape over to your ears. You can bring your bangs out of the way if you need to. And what you're going to do is you're just going to pin this right up here, like that. Now you're not taking all the hair because there's still hair there, but you're just going to pin this up here. And try and cover it with the hair that's going to fall over the top of it. Like that. And this is just a great way of keeping the hair from off your face. Now if you need to, like say if it's a windy day, you can pin downwards as well, and that's going to really secure everything. But remember to try and cover your hair, cover it with your hair. And what you want, you don't want like a solid line all the way back. You want to kind of have this hair into like a poof again. And there you go, that's the look. It's really, really simple. Just a couple of bobby pins, throwing your hair up, and it keeps it back from your face. And also with the fact that it has a little bit of height in the roots, it makes it kind of have this beehive hairstyle. So those were just a couple of my looks. If you're looking for more tips, just let me know. I'm Sineadycady, and thanks for watching.